My experience is learning the poem, Lorna Goodison's poem, A Woman Speaks to the Man Who Has Employed Her Son, was a really eye-opening experience for me because I wasn't as familiar with the poem because I didn't read literature in school. So learning about this wonderful work of art was just so interesting because it took me through this journey of self-realization because the words the words on paper, when you perform it, it's so different because you have to put in a different interpretation. So learning the poem and then going through the works of performing it was just an eye-opening experience which makes me want to read more of her poems.
Okay, so I learned the poem in about fifth form. I always knew about Lorna Goodison. I knew some of her work, like from my mother. But when we did this, first of all, I thought, well, this title is quite a mouthful. And then it was nice learning it. It's a brilliant poem. And it was hard to read because you could feel like you were the mother in the poem. It was hard, but it was brilliant. And I'm really glad that I got to learn it. So when Sir gave it to us, I was like, yeah, I know this.
Yeah. I think that having studied this poem already, it was, when I got it, it was like, oh, I know this poem. This is not going to be so hard. And then you read it and you're like, okay, yeah, this is what I remember. Is it always this heavy? And then, you have to get into it as a performer and you have to really dig. You have to really, really dig and look for the pain behind this mother. It's gruesome. It's not pretty. It's painful. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful exploration of yourself and of the piece and of Lorna Goodison's work. And having to play the mother in the piece, the actual mother, it's cathartic. You feel closer to God.